Hi. So welcome to my first little micro poetry workshop. I worked on this morning, and I want you to know that I do all of these myself first to see how it feels, and I create them myself. And I've also decided to really do more micro posts because I feel like we're all super busy, and maybe we don't have time for a half-hour class. I can do I think what I'll do is a couple bigger classes a few times a month, but then more of these smaller little mini workshops to help us just cope with everything. So what we're going to do today is a poetry workshop. Going to give you a prompt from one of my favorite poets, Nairia Waheed, and the book Najima. And I'm probably pronouncing that wrong because I'm terrible at pronouncing things, but she's fantastic. You probably heard her famous line, all of the women in me are tired. And I list her on right here on the Patreon page as well. And so what I want to show you is how you can use repetition and prompts from another poet in order to create a piece of work. Of course, if you go on and try to publish this, you'll need to take their lines out because that's her line. And I also put a link in the bottom of this post, so you can go ahead and, if you want to check her out and buy her books, she's awesome. I just love her. So the first thing I want to say is that you can use her prompt, all of the women in me are tired, as a way to keep you moving forward. And I would suggest doing this in handwriting because it's far more therapeutic. Just write as fast as you can based off of the first prompt. And if you come to a stopping point where, your brain freezes up a little bit, write down all of the women in me are tired and then just keep going. I'm going to read you what I wrote doing this exercise this morning, and I will also post it so you can see where I use repetition quite a lot, and I'll talk about that a little more after I finish reading this for you. So all of the women in me are tired. We are tired of being told that you own our pussies, our vaginas, our ovaries, the gap or not gap between our thighs, the C of the U of the N of the T, the cheeks of our ass, the lips of our teeth, because you don't own shit. Not a mortgage, not a rental, not a room, not a key to our house. This body is a temple. This body is a place of worship. Yes, all of the women in me are tired of repeating ourselves over and over and over. Don't touch, don't grab, don't say what he says. Don't dress us down, don't dress us up, don't tell us we're not credible, believable, conceivable. Don't tell us things don't add up. The dates, the times, the dates, the times, the dates, the times. And you say, he says, they say, she, we, they forgot the stripe of a shirt, the color of an eyeball, framing the fist, grabbing, pulling, stuffing, raping hands. Yes, all of the women in me are tired of the dead men staring us down, flying their red, white, and blue balls. Yes, all of the women in me are tired, but all of the women of we and they, we see you, and all of the women in me are coming for you. So I actually really like this poem. I'm probably gonna have to figure out a line so I can take out all of the women in me are tired, because I'll probably really work on this and put it together towards a book of poetry. And that's part of the goal of these workshops when it comes to the poetry. I'm going to do 1 or 2 a week poetry workshops. And then hopefully, like maybe by Christmas, you'll have enough of a little book of your own poems. So when you're looking at this poem, you can see where I kind of came to a block and I used more repetition in the don't dress us down, don't dress us up, don't tell us things that don't add up. And then the dates, the times, the dates, the times. I love using repetition, and don't be afraid to do that. Maybe you think it's boring and you're not being creative, but it creates like a really great rhythm if you plug it in certain places. And I really love to use repetition. I always have, and especially if I'm planning on performing a piece, repetition I find is very helpful. So again, I would say if you have 10 minutes today, sit down, with a pen and just write it out. So here's what mine looks like, because I doodle a lot. So this is what mine looked like this morning. I drew a bunch of lavender on there when I was talking to my daughter. And then this is what it's evolved into. And I'll probably tape it up later and then I'll post it on the site for you guys. I think I would love to see what you all write. If you're not comfortable posting what you came up with in your exercise for public eyes, go ahead and join the group The Hooked Belle on Facebook. I'll prove you and you can post it in there. But if you'd like to share your work with anybody who can see it, just go ahead and post it here on Betrayon or on the Joplin Robbins page, and I will check it out and comment on it, and we can talk about it if you need opinions or critiques, or if you do want to polish it up. I'm totally cool with working with you on that. So thanks for coming to my first poetry workshop. If you could see the rig I have here, you know, I don't have a camera. I've got this old Droid phone, and I'm in my bedroom, and I've got the camera stacked on a bunch of books. But you know what? If I wait until I have all the cool gadgets to do this, you won't have a workshop. You'll have to wait. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.